Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be doing an unboxing and I'm going to give my first impressions on the Cosmic Orange iPhone 17 Pro. This phone is available at the time of this video. This is the 1TB model. Here's our first look at that orange. Let's see what else we get in here. Type-C to Type-C charging cable, a little bit of paperwork. Let's go ahead and check out the star of the show here. The orange iPhone 17 Pro. First impressions in the hand, definitely chunkier than the Air I just checked out. I know there's a lot more going on in this iPhone 17 Pro, but in the hand initially, very chunky compared to the Air at least, and very rounded sidings on this. It is entirely rounded out here on the iPhone 17 Pro. As far as the orange color, I would say it's definitely more of a copper orange. For a point of comparison, here is just a straight up orange microfiber cloth I have. Taking our physical tour here, we have the new camera housing area on the top here with Apple saying about all the extra things inside of it, but looks pretty similar to me with the same camera array that it's always had. Of course, getting some nice upgrades across the board on these cameras I'm super excited to check out in this video. Definitely a new look here as well with the two-tone design going on with this bottom area. We have some glass here on the backing, and then the rest of this phone is aluminum, which I'm sure you've heard a million times at this point. Also, on the Type-C port, I love that on the iPhone Pro, at least Apple offers some faster transfer speeds on this Type-C port compared to the base iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Air, having just USB 2 transfer speeds compared to the USB 3 here on the iPhone 17 Pro. Also, obviously a dual speaker setup on this, but that is also missing on the iPhone Air. But overall, with this camera bump on the back, we don't have any wobbling on the table or anything, so that's a really nice benefit actually, to just have a smooth interface here when just having the phone on the table like this. Similar button layouts as usual, action button up here, volume rockers. We have our power button here in a very reachable spot. This is a smaller phone at 6.3 inches. And then we have our camera control button here. We of course have some upgrades to the selfie camera as well on this. But this is the first Pro iPhone I've gotten since the iPhone 13 Pro. I would say this is definitely the most solid iPhone of all time in my opinion. So I've been keeping an eye on the iPhones the last few years to see can something beat this 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max. With this orange color, have some of that coming through the front too when you're looking at the screen. Taking our first look at the 6.3 inch display, really liking the screen here on the iPhone 17 Pro. This is what's going to come out of the box here. Fair amount of apps set up if you don't transfer anything over. A couple of stacks here at the top, so a lot more customization nowadays here. And even though this one has a chunkier feel, I just still really like the overall package look and feel here in a more compact package compared to that Pro Max. That's going to be a really large phone in the pocket, a super bright display on this. Now what's been interesting though is that the iPhone 17 base, this also has a 6.3 inch size. So these are very similar feeling overall initially, just the 17 feeling drastically lighter weight for what is the same exact screen size. Also, very good brightness on this iPhone 17 on the right. So very nice displays initially, even on the iPhone Air here. This one is coming in a little larger at the 6.5 inches, so there's your side-by-side there. Taking a look at some pictures on the 17 Pro, the telephoto lens that it has is definitely the star of the show here. We have this new 4x optical lens. There's this 8x optical lens. Super nice to see this here. This is a night and day difference compared to the 10x digital zoom on the iPhone Air and iPhone 17. And there's now up to a 40x digital zoom on this iPhone 17 Pro. So even though there are a lot of other things going on with this 17 Pro, it is really the biggest thing in my mind that differs it from the others. So even though I think I'd like to be on either the 17 or the 17 Air, I am still leaning towards this Pro a bit because of having that telephoto lens and just so much more zoom versatility compared to previous Pro generations. But overall, first impressions of the iPhone 17 Pro, very impressed with this device initially. I personally like the new look and design of this one. I do really like getting all of the Pro capabilities in this smaller size. We have the same exact camera as on the Pro Max, so same zoom capabilities and everything. This is such a more manageable size to be out taking photos and things and have the camera button right here. So you're going to shoot in landscape, ready to go. That is what I'm really looking forward to doing with this Pro. It is always why I've loved Samsung smartphones, because they have such great zoom capabilities capabilities, and you can do so much more with your smartphone cameras thanks to that. It's definitely catching up to what's out there on the market. I also like that this is getting some faster charging speeds, and for whatever it's worth, I'm very optimistic about the battery life on this initially. This has around a 4,200 milliamp hour capacity battery. Let me know your thoughts on the 17 Pro in the comments below. Be sure to give a like on your way out. And thanks so much for watching. Take care.